Alrighty, here we go with episode 51. 51 means it's a Monday. Next Monday is going to be weird because we're going to have 56 and then we're going to jump all the way up to 72. It's going to be weird. I'm going to have to figure out. I still haven't sat down. I know I talked about it, but this is still the same recording session. I talked about how I'm going to sit down and try to figure out what I'm going to do. Probably some episodes over the weekend or maybe double up or something to get me back to my 5-0 Friday thing. So. 1-6 on Mondays and 5-0s on Friday where I go crazy. So I'll figure it out. Stupid filler. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to the comment corner. This week's comment comes from Roman 23 something bunch of numbers. Man, try to lose weight. Not to be mean, you could get diabetes. My friend, I'm here to tell you, and this is real talk. It is my heartfelt intention to die of alcohol poisoning way before diabetes gets me. So you don't have to worry about it. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. I have a plan. All right, let's go and get into this. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. 3, 2, 1. Yep. He's a weirdo for sure. Yeah, this is some shit. Yep. It's only been an hour because I've been exporting, I've been editing videos, exporting. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm on a schedule here, right? My intention is never to be late on YouTube. I may be late on Patreon a couple times, because I'm doing a lot. I'm doing dozens and dozens of videos per week, right? So sometimes the workflow is just a bit much. But that's all I do that. I do so much and I get so far ahead on Patreon so that I'll never be late on YouTube. Because my other channel, I was doing Sopranos and it was very popular and everything. It was supposed to come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays or some shit, right? 9 a.m. Man, I'd have to pull an all-nighter to maybe get it out by 10 a.m. And it was just killing me. I could never get ahead. Fortunately, with full reactions, the editing is a lot less intense. Unless I have a lot to say at the beginning or the end. Where I have to edit that together. But, really shouldn't be watching this. I just realized that Orochimaru was going off in the credits, so I should not be looking at that. But, anyway, it's only been like an hour, and I had already forgotten that he's trying to kill Sasuke. There's so much going on in this show. This is another reason why I like to binge, so that I can keep track of all this shit. Because if I wasn't watching until next week, I probably wouldn't even remember that. Oh, yeah. He's about to get this work. That's why there's an explosion, right? He's going to jump him when he's trying to sleep, and this whole area is going to get blown up. Everybody's going to come running. Probably, it may not happen until the end of the episode. We'll see. It could happen right now. You don't come after a man when he's eating, and you don't come after a man when he's sleeping. Personally, I wouldn't come after a man when he's in the bathroom either, but that's negotiable. Look at him, man. Eyes narrowing. I'm gonna kill this fool. Yep. He's been crossing names off his list too, man. He's like an evil Santa. So, Santa. Guess he's gonna send his little ink monsters in there to kill Sasuke, huh? He's a killer. Stone cold killer, man. Look at him. Scratching names off his list. This is crazy, man. Straight crazy. Yep. Well, Sasuke ain't dead yet. Yep. Nothing good? He's not saying anything good. Look at him. Sending a snake to do a rat's job. I guess the rat was the scout, right? He squeaked when it was clear for the snakes to come in. Yep. They're coming for that ass. If you come for the king, you better not miss. You better not miss, and we already know he does because of the flash forward. Yep. Get him out of here. You about to miss like a mug. Yeah, he's going to save him by killing him. He won't go full evil. You can't be evil if you're dead. It's that simple. You can't betray your friends if you're dead. That was the okie doke. Everything's an act with this sumbitch. He fooled everybody. Everybody. Orochimaru, Kabuto, Sasuke, not that I really talked to it much, and then all three of you idiots. He fooled everybody. He's a grand master of foolery and chicanery, man. I'm gonna have to elevate Sai because he's awesome. How do you pull that shit off? Right. Cross him out. Yep. Get him out of the paint. Sai is awesome. Yep. Yep. Child's play. Child's play, yeah. I'm gonna copy it one day. It's how they get you. Look, I respect the game, man. I respect manipulation. I talked about my con man brother. Best con man I've ever seen. Of course, I've seen him up close. I don't like it, but I respect it. Because it's not easy to do. Yep, he's deadly, which means he's taking orders from the top. Exactly. He's protecting the village, not threatening it. But he'll say he's threatening it to get what he needs. The mission is all that matters. That's what I've been saying for weeks, man. It's all about the mission. Yep, exactly. It, it was all an okey doke. Yep. I told you, I had a feeling, man. I had a feeling. I just wasn't sure. Like I said, he's an antagonist, but he's not a villain. Let's go get his ass. Yep, pretty much. Of course, he's seconds from death, so you may want to do something. Just saying. I didn't say nothing about it, though. You want to take this shit with you. Wonder what this is all about. It's part of the game. What's the book shit about? Like, was it also part of the game? Was that the way to manipulate her? You get her believing you if you do a stupid book? I can see him being that meticulous. Hiss, hiss. Biting. Hey, I was trying to hit that. You interested? Yeah, right. Whatever comes out of his mouth is bullshit. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm done believing anything that comes out of his mouth. This is probably actually what's going on. It's another twist, but no, man. As far as I'm concerned, you're just flapping your gums. All this means jack shit. It's your actions. Your actions are the only thing that matter. Are this? Why send the snakes in there if you're going to bring him back? Actions are all that matter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. What did they say in Emperor's New Groove? Right. If they wanted to bring you back, they wouldn't have sent an assassin. Yep. Bite his ass. Hey, they're just trying to. Yep, he blew the whole place up. So that's what happened. They're just trying to. The snakes are just trying to capture him, man. Maybe he is telling the truth. Like I said, actions. When it gets to that point, actions are all that matter. Like with my brother, the comment. The words don't mean shit. It's what they do. That's all. That's the only thing you can trust. And even then, you can't trust it all the time. In this case, it did look like he was just trying to capture him. I hate people who wake up in a bad mood. Look, you're alive, man. A lot of people ain't. So, suck it up. I really like how this all. Clearly, they knew from the manga like what was going to happen, right? So, but the cold open was perfect. The lead up to it is perfect, and the payoff is so far has been perfect. They really nailed it. I'm impressed. Yeah, he's been learning a lot, man. It seems like almost every day, like Orochimaru is teaching him a new jutsu, right? So this dude, his wealth of knowledge has got to be pretty phenomenal at this point. It's almost like a video game, right? The old Wolfenstein, if you ever played that. We ain't seen this dude draw a weapon yet, have we? The only thing he's used so far is his ink. He's got a sword, but we ain't seen him pull it out. He may have pulled out a knife at some point. I don't think so, though. Here we are. From this point forward, we don't know anything about the future. Anything could happen. A little scary. So she goes first. As what happened in the flash forward. This is why she still hated it. Wait, we didn't see this. Hold on, man. No, man, that's not what happened. There's no space for what. There's no air for what happened, man. They changed it. That's cheating. Here, I just called them perfect. You got to leave air for the edit around the dialogue, right? There was no air there. That's straight up cheated. It's not a big deal, but it is annoying. I don't like it when writers and showrunners cheat. So you guys gonna join her? You think? Maybe? I mean, that's what you're here for. Don't get buyer's remorse now? Yeah, that's right. Get your ass in there. Get in the game. Dumbass. I really like the POV shots. Older anime doesn't do that. I think it adds something to it. It puts you in the head of the character, you know? It's a small thing, but it works. Well, this is awkward. So I'm assuming he blows the roof off. You know, they're standing where his bedroom used to be. He blows the roof off, and then he jumps up to the top so he can have the high ground. Because he doesn't really know what's coming at him, right? You know it, baby. Eh, you don't matter. Huh. You're about to get wrecked. Just a pure contempt dripping from his voice. Don't think I was just talking about you don't draw your sword, dude. Hey man, come back and you can take his place. Oh shit. Go to hell. You can't trust what he's saying. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe you're a real boy, maybe you're not. We'll see. He could have broke his programming. It's possible. None of this shit matters. He don't give a crap. This is all very interesting. That's why I'm not talking much. I'm just taking the dead, right? Yeah, that's right. Take that. See, it's about the relationships, right? Like, clearly that's what the show cares about the most. I did not pick up on that for a long time because it was so plot heavy. But now it's obvious. Look, I get it, man. You hate the dude. I understand. I'm just saying you had other options. But he's clearly made his choice now. So, Jesus. Damn. That's why he called Sai weak, right? Because that's the worst insult he can think of. Being weak is worse than anything. He really wants Sasuke to kill him, man. Talking that shit. Me and my hate. Me and my hate are thick as thieves. I was close. Half a cue card. Like I said, it's not a big deal, but we'll talk about it. Like, it's just, there was no air for what she showed here, what they showed with her doing here, with what we saw in the cold open. The flash forward. See, clearly a lot of dialogue was cut around because at some point, Sasuke incepts, Naruto's mind and they have a conversation in the mind space and all that. That's all happening in the future. It's all been very cut up, right? Like, that's fine. They cut around the other two new characters where they just showed them briefly. That's fine. That's not cheating. What is cheating is what they showed in the flash forward. She runs in. She looks at Sai. Now you could have cut the dialogue out. That's not the problem I have. The problem I have is she's looking at Sai when Sasuke says something, and then she turns and looks at Sasuke. There's a space between them. They're like 3 to 4 feet apart. She comes up, she's looking at him. There's space between them. Sasuke says something. They both turn and they look at Sasuke. Now, all of a sudden, she's got his throat in her hand. And she's right up next to him. That, you can't cut around that. That did not happen, right? Or we would have seen it, and see, that would have reinterpreted the entire scene. We would have known that they were adversarial. They were adversaries, which means when he got introduced, then we would have automatically suspected him, known he was going to double cross. We wouldn't realize there'd be like 3 or 4 double crosses. But so they didn't want to show that in the flash forward. So they animated 2 different versions. That's the problem I have. The other ones, flash forwards I've been telling you about, like with Hannibal and stuff, they didn't show you all the footage, but they didn't create 2 different versions of footage. That's cheating. If you create 2 different versions, you're cheating. I'm fundamentally against it. I don't think you should cheat. You're cheating your audience. And can you, it's the same thing as not everybody will have a problem with it. I've talked to other producers. They don't have a problem with this. They said, we don't care. We want to preserve the experience for the audience. I'm like, you can preserve the experience with the audience without cheating. You could have just shown her approaching Sai and then cut to Sasuke and have him speak, and then when you cut back, they're both looking, which is after she dropped her arm. You could have totally done that and achieved the same result. You didn't have to animate 2 different versions. To me, that's cheating. Like I said, it's a very small issue. But some people they don't have a problem with this. I do. I feel like you should have a code and you should live by a code. Same thing with straight up lying to the audience. There's something that happens at the end of season 5 of Game of Thrones. And so when the showrunners were asked about this thing that happened, they lied. They straight up lied to the audience. And then come season 6, after a couple episodes in, we realized they lied. Well, they're like, oh, we lied because we're not going to tell you the truth. Then don't say anything. Say, look, we can't answer that because of spoilers. We can't tell you either way. You don't have to lie to your audience. I just feel very strongly about it, right? I know a lot of people don't. And I've had producers laugh at me to my face. Hollywood producers out at the American film market. Big wig Hollywood producers who produce, $50 million films, I think is the biggest one I ever talked to. Laugh in my face when I talk about this. I'm saying, look, man, you just have to live by you either live by a code or you don't, you know? And these people don't. They don't give a shit. They'll do whatever the F it takes to get ahead and you know, whatever, man. It's just, I just don't believe in it. So it's something I feel very strongly about. Here, it's really not a big deal. It's cheesy and it's lame as far as I'm concerned. So I'm kind of animated about it, no pun intended. But I'm not angry, right? I'm just saying that like this is something I feel strongly about, and I know not every producer does. So it's just a difference of opinion at this point. But yeah, that aside, that's the last time we'll talk about that. They're paying it off very well. I'm liking all of this. Still don't know what to make of size. He probably did change his mind. He was originally going to kill Sasuke. Now he's changed his mind. He probably did, but that don't mean I'm going to trust this son of a bitch. Like, first of all, you keep changing your mind. You can change your mind again tomorrow, right? Wake up tomorrow and then Sasuke's got his throat ripped out because he changed his mind again, right? So like, I don't trust the son of a bitch, but he's definitely compelling. Very, very interesting.